to McClain Gymnasium for tonight's Varsity contest, featuring our guests, the Lions of Fairfield High School and your Fighting Tigers of McClain High School. In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and the community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course your team and opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. The officials assigned to tonight's contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association along with the Frontier Athletic Conference. Tonight's officials include Mr. David Hopkins, Mr. Andrew Dillatel, and Mr. Greg Ryder. We ask you to stand, remove your caps, and join in singing for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. And now it's time to meet the teams. We will begin with the visitors on the scoreboard. The guests for this evening, the Lions of Fairfield High School. Beginning with the non-starters. Number 12, Coben Zink. Number 30, Caleb Payne. Number 35, Connor Priest. And number 45, Zane Taylor. And now, the starting lineup for the Lions of Fairfield High School. A junior, number 11, Bryden Zimmerman. A sophomore, number 20, Titus Cannon. A junior, wearing number 23, John Bentley. A junior, number 24, Reese Teeters. And a senior, number 33, Tucker Watson. The Lions are coached by Mr. Josh Howland, assisted by Travis Teeters, Chris Faber, and Quentin Williams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on your feet for your McClain Fighting Tigers! Student Assistant S.J. Adkins. Non-starters this evening, number 13, Jace Allison. Number 15, Camden Clausen. Number 20, Isaac Carroll. Number 22, Evan Miskell. 24, Seth Wise. Number 30, Braden Wright. Number 33, Andrew Newland. And number 44, Christopher Starkey. And now it's time for your starting five. A junior, number 10, Preston Saunders. A junior, wearing number 11, Bryson Badgley. a senior, number 12, Lyle White. A junior, number 32, Kendall Tony. And a junior, number 42, Wesley Potts. The Tigers are coached by Mr. Joby Stewart and assisted by Mr. Marcus Coleman.
Can you hear me? Yep.
All right, welcome to tonight's action, ladies and gentlemen. Glad you could join us on the live stream for Greenfield McClain tonight. My name is Nate Luke. I am here tonight with a younger version of Jay Billis, but with better hair, Neil Decker.
I can dig that. Glad to be here, Nate.
All right.
Looking forward to it, man.
I am too, buddy. It's good to see you again. All right, so our action tonight is Greenfield McClain versus Leesburg Fairfield. We will go over some records and things like that here in just a bit, but we'll get to some play-by-play here currently. All right, Kendall Tony is up top, gets it to Preston Saunders. Looks like the Fairfield Lions, little 2-3 action it looks like. Tigers are probing their way. Lyle White gets it out to Bryson Badgley on the wing. He fires a three, and that will ring out of bounds. No good. Possession to the Lions here. All right, so ball goes to number 11, Braden Zimmerman for Fairfield. He will bring it up. Gets it to number 23, John Bentley. Swings it. Tigers come out in man-to-man.
Good Tiger defense. Like seeing that.
Ball to Titus Cannon. Forgive me for names. I don't know all these Fairfield student athletes, but I'll try my best here. Ball to Reese Teeters. He fires a three. No good. Rebound to Cannon for Fairfield. And Fairfield just doing a good job swinging the ball back and forth, probing this McClain defense a little bit. See how good McClain's help side is. Ball down to Cannon. Spin move down low on Lyle White. Puts it in for two. Those will be your first 2 points of the game tonight for Titus Cannon.
Get flagged for us.
Music.
Oh,
and will be a turnover on McClain. I'm just going to keep talking. All right, so Fairfield will have the possession here. Ball being brought up by Zimmerman. Down screen action by Fairfield and ball screen. Teeters gets it down to Zimmerman in the corner. Guarded closely by this McClain defense. Turnover to Lyle White. What do you see so far, Neil?
I'm just trying to see how the refs will let this game play out for right now. They called a kind of a little easy hook call on Badgley a little bit ago, so we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah. And if you are just joining us again, we had to be kicked off Facebook for just a second. Hate that happened, but we are back. All right, looks like it'll be a foul on McClain. Reese Teeters takes it in.
I'm interested to see how this Teeter boy has grown up. I've watched him play over the years, and he's always a hard-nosed player. I'm interested to see how he does tonight. He
is, definitely. Kendall Tony will pick up his first foul for McClain. Cannon shot no good. Rebound back to Teeters. Zimmerman will set up the offense again. Shot Teeters, no good on the baseline. Rebound Potts. He'll get it out to Tony. He'll bring it up the left sideline. No numbers, though, but he's going to take it in strong. Nice Great fade. Move by Tony, and nice finish. 2 points, Kendall Tony. First Tiger points of the action, and that will be a travel on Cannon for Fairfield.
Looks like Greenfield's not afraid to push the ball tonight. They're really coming out fast out of the gate.
Definitely.
See if they keep the gas pedal down now.
Last boys game we live streamed for McClain. We saw a smothering man-to-man defense. We'll see if that carries on in tonight's action versus Fairfield. Bryson Badgley will skip past to Preston Saunders. Corner 3 off the bank board. Ball to Teeters. He is going to zoom down court. A little too hard off the backboard. Zimmerman there to clean up.
Gotta love the hustle by Lyle White there, chasing him down.
Yes, and that's one thing you're always going to see from Lyle White. All right, Kendall Toney brings it up, gets it to Potts in the middle. Strong power move, gets it to Lyle, out for 3, no good. Ball to Cannon. Lions push it up the sideline. That's something I've noticed about the Lions program the last few years. They like to push that ball up the sideline and get it up as quick as humanly possible on any team that they play.
They appear to be giving that zone. It looks like they're kind of packing it inside, giving that three-point ball to the Tigers right now.
Yeah, a little bit. A little soft man-to-man action maybe, but Kendall Toney's there. Good man-to-man defense. Near turnover by Teeters, but he gets it to Zimmerman. Zimmerman is taking his time, getting it to Cannon on the wing. Cannon, nice spin move left, but Lyle White is just there to bug him. Toney with the board. All right, so Toney will set up on the left-hand side. Great
Good
pass to Bryson Badgley.
Nice
Great
vision.
finish.
Nice court vision by Kendall Toney right there to see that.
All right, Zimmerman will bring it back up the right sideline here. Gets it to Bentley down in the corner. Again, Fairfield just taking their time, content with setting up an actual offense. Nothing wrong with that. Not seeing a lot of movement.
I was about to say, I can't quite figure out this offense they're running yet, but.
Bentley with the corner 3. Gets his own board. He'll put it back up. And Reese Teeters there to clean up. Offensive board, 2 points, Reese Teeters.
Tigers aren't doing great on the defense rebound so far early in the game.
And looks like Coach Stewart will call a 30-second timeout. And Neil, as you said, the first couple minutes of action tonight, we have seen the Tigers kind of struggle giving up some offensive boards here. Hopefully they'll get that cleaned up. Guys, we do want to give you a quick welcome. Again, I am your host, Nate Luke, for the night. I'm joined by, what did I call you, a young Jay Billis?
Young Jay Billis with better hair.
Better hair, that's right.
Yes,
we are your hosts tonight. Guys, this was an all-day event here at McClain High School. We've seen the varsity girls for both McClain and Fairfield take on each other in action earlier today. The Fairfield girls came out on top of that game 64-45, handing McClain their first loss of the season. That will move Fairfield girls to 7-2 and 4-1 in the league, and then McClain girls 7-1 overall, 2-0 in the league still. They're still tops in the Frontier Athletic Conference. Freshman game, we saw a close one. McClain did come out victorious in that, 39-35. And I'll get to the reserve action here in just a moment.
So we got a sub in. Camden Clausen came in for Preston Saunders.
Lyle White will bring it up. He'll drive to the corner. Great drive by Camden Clausen there.
Good move.
Cam Clausen, 2 points.
It's a good way to fire it up coming off the bench.
Yeah. And that's a little different. Cam's been out the last couple games. I'm sure Coach Stewart's just having him come off the bench to just kind of get back in the swing of things a little bit. Great player from McClain. Great senior leadership from Clausen as well.
That's looking at these rosters, Nate. You got pretty much a good junior class on both sides here. Only starting one senior on both teams.
Yeah,
so that's a lot of positivity for the future for both teams.
Yeah, definitely. All right, offensive board back to Teeters. He'll get it down to Cannon. Cannon is not afraid to fire, and he picks up his 4th point so far of the young match. White will bring it up for McClain. He'll get it to Clausen. They swing the ball to Badgley on the wing. Kendall Toney is coming to high post, looking for that quick pass to probe this zone here. Almost looked like it was a box and one. Maybe I'm wrong there, but just from the brief moment I looked up, I doubt it'd be a box and one. I think it was 2 and 3 though.
They're bringing that low middle defender out a little high, so it's almost looking like a 2-on-2 or something almost. But
that will be a turnover on McClain there. Ball to Cannon. He'll bring the ball up for Fairfield. Zink passes up the open look. Zimmerman shot no good. Out of bounds on Potts. Fairfield will retain possession.
Fairfield is just outworking McClain on the offensive side right now on the rebounds.
So far, no good for McClain there. Again, I do want to mention there was a close reserve game just a few minutes ago. McClain came out on top of the double overtime match. So McClain right now, boys, are leading 2-0 in these matches tonight. All right, looks like Fairfield will turn the ball over to Braden Wright. Yeah, we got a couple subs that came in for both sides.
That's one thing Braden Wright always adds to any sport he plays. He adds an intensity.
Definitely, we saw that during football. Good leadership.
Absolutely.
Really heady player. Ball to Badgley.
Nice play.
Great shot. 2 points, Bryson Badgley. Fairfield is slowing it down a little bit. Not used to that, seeing them go slow like this, but they're doing it so far. Bentley's pass to Zimmerman on the corner. A little risky there. He's going to dribble out.
Still not an offense really set for Fairfield yet.
Yeah, it looks a little funky. Clausen with the board. He'll take it down. He's got some numbers. He's going to take it. Great pass to Isaac Carroll there. He
Shades
wisely.
LaMelo Ball out here.
That's right. Almost a little no look there. Kendall Toney with the three. No good. That looks to be off of McClain.
So we got a Frontier League and a Southern Hills League, right, Nate?
Southern Hills Athletic Conference. Used to be SHL, Southern Hills League, but.
So the real question is, how many mullets we got walking around here today with these two conferences? Looks like a Billy Ray Cyrus concert out here today.
I won't disagree with that. All right, so Zimmerman will bring the ball up the court. Bryson Badgley defends closely on the wing. Number 35, Connor Priest, probes back to Zimmerman. Priest will shoot it and nets it,
and it is good
for the 3-point goal. No time left in the first quarter. That will give Leesburg Fairfield a 3-point lead on the McClain Tigers at the end of the first quarter. Your score, 11-8. Neil, what do you see so far? What would be your expert Jay Billis-like analysis?
Well, so far, I mean, I think the big game changer is just the offensive rebounds that Leesburg's getting, or Fairfield's getting right now over McClain. On the offensive side for McClain, we're just not really getting a whole bunch to fall. A couple tough shots have went in, but I think Leesburg's giving them that three ball. We just can't get it to fall yet. And as far as the offensive side for Fairfield, I don't know really what offense they're running, but they're making it work on the rebounds for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw during the reserve action, we did see that McClain took advantage of a lot of offensive boards, and that really helped propel them to the victory. We saw Mr. Potts put back that very last second shot off the free throw and help tie up the game to put it into a second overtime.
Yes, that was an exciting finish, brought to you by Nate Luke for jinxing it so many times, saying that it was going to go into overtime.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I do. I jinx stuff. All right, so your foul situation, forgot to put one up there on the board for you folks, is going to be 2 fouls charged to McClain, 1 foul to Fairfield. So not a whole lot of fouls in that first quarter. Not a whole lot of action in terms of that, but we'll see how it pans out here in a second. So Fairfield will start this second quarter off with a sideline out of bounds. Ball to Teeters. He will wisely bring it back out, guarded closely by Isaac Carroll. Ball to Bentley. Little swim move action there. Rip through. Leesburg has done a good job of swinging the ball. They have pretty evenly got it on both sides of the court. That is something that, as a basketball coach, you do like to see. Braden right there for McClain. Looks like he will pick up the foul. That will be his first personal, team third. Had a little opening there for Reese Teeters. They didn't quite find him on that, but Zimmerman will bring it and run the offense. A little UCLA action.
It's looking like they're finally starting to try to get something going, setting some ball screens this time around, not just putting the head down and dribbling.
Yeah, they are running running a pretty good-looking offense, in my opinion. Anytime you can get a UCLA in there, it's good offense. Looks like that will be a charge turnover to Leesburg. McClain will retain possession.
I've never been a big Bruins fan, so I don't know what you're talking about, Nate.
You're not a John Wooden fan, huh? But that's Coach Stewart's favorite coach, so those are fighting words to him. All right, so Clausen brings it, gets the ball to Wright in the short corner. Wright will dribble out, gets it back out to Cam Clausen. Leesburg lining up in a man defense now. Clausen picks the ball up a little bit sooner than what he would like. Lyle
Nice
White,
look
great
by Lyle
pass
White,
to
finish.
Braden Wright. Just can't quite finish. That will be a foul. It looks to be on Fairfield.
Good drive and kick by Lyle White.
That will be a foul on Leesburg's John Bentley. That will be his first personal, team second. McClain to take it out underneath the basket. Bryson Badgley now back in the game for McClain. Isaac Carroll takes it in, blocked by a defender there. See some bodies on the floor. Chaos ensues, but Zimmerman comes out, and that will be a foul. Look to be on Braden Wright again.
It's a chain reaction on that play, that series right there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just high speed.
All right, so that will be Braden Wright's second foul, team fourth. A little bit of foul trouble for Mr. Wright so far.
Wesley Potts just entered the game. Let's see if he can bring some magic like his brother brought the last game.
Yeah, definitely. And that looks to be a travel on Fairfield. McClain will take over. Don't be surprised if I say a lot of football terminology tonight. Spent about 4.5 hours watching that OSU game last night. So I've got some terms infused in my brain for tonight's action. Good game, right, Neil?
It was a good game. I mean, being a Gators fan, I actually did sit and watch, and I was rooting for the Buckeyes for everyone.
Well, we can't all be perfect. All right. Badgley's 3 attempt, no good. Fairfield will bring it back up. Shot goes up by
That's what
Caleb
you like about
Payne.
having Wesley Potts on the field.
That's
on the
right.
court right
He
there.
will get some rebounds for a little Euro step by Lyle White. Can't convert, though. And ball will go out of bounds on Connor Priest.
I want to show my age here, but that Euro step has really became a thing of today's game for sure.
Yes, it has. It all started with Dwayne Wade, right? He was kind of the one that I think popularized it.
May have been. Snow right there. That play Lyle just had. Usually, the old school days, you just see the old left-handed layup.
That's right. Or the 2-foot jump stop.
Exactly.
The over-exaggerated 2-foot jump stop.
Pump fake. Add that pump fake in
That's
there.
right. Badgley's attempt gets fouled. Looks to be foul on number 20, Titus Cannon. That will be his first personal, team foul number 3, and Badgley will go to the line shooting 2. First attempt is up and no good. That is something Bryson struggled with a little bit so far this year, but he has shown glimpses of correcting that, so hopefully he'll get this second shot to go in. Second shot is up. No good. All right, Zimmerman brings the ball back up for Fairfield. Gets it over to Payne. Payne to Teeters. Corner
Nice
is
pick and
trapped.
roll.
Yep.
Nice play right there by Leesburg.
Good shot by Reese Teeters. Goes in for 2. Gives him 4 on the night so far in this action. Oh, there's Lyle White. I don't even know what that was.
That was a forced floater, but
little Steve Nash.
little head down and go.
Yeah, we'll take it. Lyle White with the 2. Cannon shot no good for Fairfield. Rebound Badgley. He'll get it to Preston Saunders on the left-hand wing. Pushes it hard up
We're
the
still
Potts.
keeping that tempo going.
Yes,
We're
we
still
are.
looking to push.
Foul will go on Leesburg. Number 33, Tucker Watson. That will be his first, team 4th.
I don't know the strategy Joe B has today, but I mean, looking at the depth of Fairfield's bench compared to ours, pushing the ball isn't necessarily all that bad of an idea.
No, it's
Not a whole lot of depth there to sub in.
Yeah, we definitely, that's one thing about our bench. We do have the numbers, so, which is a very good thing. Potts' first attempt up and good. That will give him his first point of tonight's action. 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Your score 13-11. Fairfield up on the McClain Tigers. Wesley Potts will shoot his second, and it is no good.
Greenfield struggling early from the free throw line.
Yes.
That's something can definitely come back to haunt them in a close game so far.
Defensive rebounds and free throws are something they're going to need to get a little bit of a cap on here soon. All right, so Fairfield will run their offense here.
Greenfield stays in that man. Good pressure by Potts.
Great ball pressure. That is something we've seen a lot from McClain this year, is great ball pressure. Bentley's pass to Payne in the corner. He will bring it up, get it back to Reese Teeters, guarded closely by Isaac Carroll. Gets it back over to Payne. Fairfield again just taking their time. Nothing wrong with that. Zimmerman will swing it back to Teeters. We see a lot of open post kind of style offense here from the Fairfield Lions. Ooh, offensive rebound. Put back.
Got away with one there, I think.
Tucker Watson with the putback for two. Preston Saunders, hard take into the lane. No good. Out of bounds. Ball will go back to Fairfield.
Slow, methodical play that Fairfield's playing right now. Greenfield's doing the exact opposite and really pushing it, forcing a lot of tough shots.
Yeah, and that's something typically, I mean, me personally, I feel like I haven't seen a lot from McClain so far this year. I feel like they have done a decent job of being in the offense and taking decent shots. So far tonight, we just haven't seen that a lot. Zimmerman will dribble on the left-hand side here. He'll swing the ball over to Teeters, who swings it to Bentley. Slip screen there by Teeters. That will be a foul on Lyle White, though, for McClain. That will be his first personal foul, team fifth.
Chris Starkey entered the game, got his headband on. I don't know if he's going to dunk on your roundhouse kick here.
That's one of the better ones I've heard, Neil.
I like it.
I told everyone you were a young Jay Billis. All right, Starkey guards Watson closely, just off the hands of Bentley.
I tell you what, I coached these kids when they were in junior high, and it's great seeing a lot of them all stuck it out and they're still playing together. That's a great thing to see.
And that's a testament to you as well as a coach, making it fun for them and keeping that interest and that love for the game up. So thank you for that, sir.
We'll need a tissue, Nate, if you keep talking.
I try, man. I try. All right, ball goes to Tony. He'll get it to Lyle White in the corner. White passes it to Isaac Carroll. Open three, just in and out. Teeters will push it to Payne. Or I'm sorry. Yes, Payne. Watson's putback is good. 2 points for Watson. Again, like you said, offensive boards for Fairfield.
Them boards are killing us.
Your score 17-11. Fairfield up on the McClain Tigers with 2:47 left to go in the second quarter. Skip pass to White. He'll look middle for Tony.
Greenfield could just hit that elbow right there.
Yep,
and skip it across.
That's exactly what I was going to say. If you can just hit that elbow, that's how you're going to break any defense down. Get it to the middle.
That was a nice drive and dish by.
Great move there by Lyle White. He'll skip it to Clausen. Clausen attacks middle. Good shot, just can't convert.
And one thing I mentioned earlier was the play by the calls by the referees. They're letting them play. I mean, there's not a whole lot of stuff going on, but for them to really call. But
yeah, so far we saw a pretty decently physical game in the JV action, but so far it hasn't been overly physical on either side. All right, Teeters will have it on the right-hand wing, guarded very closely by Carroll.
Nice take by Teeters.
Take by Reese Teeters. That will make his 6th point for the night. He's the leading scorer in the game so far for either team.
He's pulling on his jersey. Looks like he might need a little breather.
Fairfield looks like they will come out in a 2-3 zone, almost like a little matchup. And they're going to leave Carroll open for three. That's usually not a good idea.
That's right where you want him. Spotted up, hands ready.
Just can't quite convert on it. 2-on-1 break for Fairfield. That will be a travel on Zimmerman. substitutions for Fairfield and the Tigers both.
That travel might have saved him right there, honestly.
Yeah, because I think that was going to be a charge.
Cam McClain was set up, had his feet in concrete, ready to take that hit.
Yep. Zane Taylor for Fairfield comes into the action. I believe this is his first action of the night, as well as, no, he is the only one who hasn't seen action so far for Fairfield. All right, so Preston Saunders probes the defense here, gets it out to Tony. Tony, good drive.
Nice, way to back
Great
it down.
finish by Tony.
One thing Kendall Tony's always been able to do, he's always been able to get it to the basket and finish strong.
And he makes it look pretty good while he does it too. I'll give him that. Not just how you do it, it's how you look doing it, right?
Exactly.
And he looks good doing it. All right, so ball back to Cannon. Ball swung to Zimmerman in the corner, gets it back out to Watson. And again, Fairfield taking their good old time. They are probably going to keep it until halftime here. Seems like this has been a really quick half. Maybe it's just because I'm having so much fun with you.
This looks a lot like that Brandon Streitenberger Wisconsin offense that we ran
and
back freshman year of high school.
Titus Cannon with the travel for Fairfield. Anytime you can get a Brandon Streitenberger plug in the live stream, you take it.
You got to take it.
All right, so the Tigers will keep possession, hopefully, with the last 18 seconds here in the half. Preston Saunders, hard drive. He's going to go ahead and shoot and score. Usually as a coach, you don't like to see them do that early.
There's been a lot of forced shots by McClain like that tonight.
Yeah, but we'll take that. Hadn't shot, no good. Rebound, Tony. He's going to fire one up. And that is your half. Very quick half, it seems like.
That was very quick
for this game.
Yeah, Fairfield ran that clock down a lot with that ball movement.
Yes, they did. Your score at half, Fairfield 19, McClain 15. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go radio silent for a few minutes. We'll join you at the end of halftime. Hang in there. right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to kick off the second half action here in McClain Gymnasium. Again, we want to welcome you back. Your score at half, Fairfield Lions 19, McClain Tigers 15. Neil, it's been kind of a funky half. Like we were talking, it seemed like it went by really quick. I think there was only one timeout called. The score's super low for this half, so just kind of weird. What are your thoughts on the first half, and where do you see this game going in the second?
Well, that's the thing. Like, my sister called at the end of halftime and said, "Are you guys sure this is a varsity game?" But I mean, with Leesburg taking as much time as they have off the clock, just running that methodical motion, and not really even a motion offense, just kind of dribble and dish. We haven't had a whole lot going on, and I think one big factor that we've all been wondering is this first half, Bryson Badger's only had 2 points. So we'll see. I've known that he's came out to be either a first half player or a second half player. I know that Benton County game, he came out second half and just went nuts. So let's see if that maybe happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. So we are going to go ahead and kick off action now. We'll get that overlay off here in just a second. Lyle White will dribble, probing the defense, gets it to Kendall Toney on the left-hand side. Skip pass to Preston Saunders. Looks like Fairfield's coming back out in a man-to-man with good help side there by Watson. That'll be a foul on Fairfield. Number 11, Zimmerman, picks up his first foul and team first of the half. McClain to take it out of bounds. 2-3 zone initiated by Leesburg. Had Potts there on the comeback. Foul again on Leesburg.
Couple back-to-back fouls early.
Foul on Reese Teeters. That'll be his first foul of the game. Second team foul of the half.
Let's not slow this game down now, boys. I got chicken wings at home waiting on me.
And third team foul by Leesburg there. That will be on number 33, Tucker Watson, his second foul. And third team foul of this very young half here. That will put Wesley Potts on the line for 2. Potts' first attempt is up and no good. That's something we're going to have to see, Neil, is we're going to have to see some better free throw percentage.
Free throws are killing McClain right now.
Tigers, yeah.
Like you said it earlier, the offensive boards are giving up and free throws. I mean, those are 2 daggers.
And Potts does redeem himself with that second, puts the second free throw in, makes the score 16-19, Fairfield leading. Tigers, their defensive intensity just doesn't seem like it's as high this game as what it has been in previous games that I've been here for. So hopefully that's something Coach Stewart has mentioned to them in halftime. Hopefully they'll get that changed.
There wasn't a whole lot going on from either team in that first half. It was just, like you said, just a very weird, there we go, fast break.
Great pass by Badgley. Nice. Saunders with a good finish. 2 points.
Billy Ray Saunders with that nice finish.
And you know the Saunderses very well.
Great people.
Great people, yep. All right, so Fairfield will come in. Great pass.
Nice back
That
door.
was kind of being set up from the very beginning of that possession there, but Bentley's pass just skies a little too high for Zimmerman. Saunders will bring it up for McClain now. And it looks like
be picking up the ball that early.
Looked to be like they were in a zone at first, but they're now in man. Maybe that's just the help side, almost like a zone. A good man defense, we always say, looks like a zone in some ways. So
one thing I haven't seen McClain set up in that little triangle offense they're known to run. I haven't seen that yet. Granted, Fairfield's been playing that zone against them a lot. But
right. McClain has tried to get it to the high post all season in that little triangle offense that you're talking about, but just haven't been able to get it there tonight.
Granted, they pushed the ball a lot that first half.
Yes, they did. All right, Zimmerman's pass over to Teeters on the left-hand side. Again, same play we saw there. Zimmerman looked open for a second. Teeters takes it in left, rings out of the basket. Saunders on the fast break. Badgley's finish.
Move by Badgley. Man.
Might have gotten away with a foul there. And that will be a foul charge to McClain.
Preston Saunders looks like maybe went over the back a little bit.
Yep, that will be a foul on Preston Saunders. That is his first personal, team first of the half.
Just got a text. I got to give a shout out to my little man, Crew Decker, sitting home watching the ball game. Hopefully learning a couple things from these two teams playing and battling tonight.
Those Decker boys, they'll I know they'll grow up to be pretty good athletes like their dad. So
I don't know who their dad is, but I hope.
All right, so number 35, Connor Priest takes it, gets it back to Cannon there, and he travels.
I love watching Lyle White play basketball. That boy, he just does not have a shutoff valve on him.
It's fun.
It's 100 miles an hour the whole way, which can sometimes be problematic, but for the most part, it can cause some madness on the opponent's side too.
I'm a huge Lyle fan. I coached him his freshman year. I think I don't know if I've ever yelled at someone so much, but great
Nice look by Preston.
Great finish there by Mr. Potts. Wesley Potts for 2. Fairfield will bring the ball up. All right, and a rare timeout will be charged to Leesburg.
I feel like one thing I've noticed the difference between McClain and Fairfield. McClain has some people that look to score. It looks like Fairfield's kind of timid when it comes to just somebody taking it to the basket hard.
Yeah, we've seen Teeters and Cannon both do that a little bit for Fairfield, but I think you're right. I think overall McClain has some more aggressors so far in the action. Just got to be choosy on the shot selection. We have seen some bad shots by McClain so far, so hopefully they're going to correct that here soon. All right, so again, your score halfway through the third quarter here. McClain now up on Fairfield, 20-19. So McClain finally has the lead back from Fairfield. And Fairfield will take the ball out of bounds on the side here. Number 35, Connor Priest, will pass it in for Fairfield. He'll look towards the basket. Good defense there by Lyle White. Fast break by Preston Saunders. Great body control, just can't quite finish. Rebound Badgley, puts it up. Again, just cannot quite finish. Rebound Connor Priest for Fairfield. Cannon brings it, gets it to Teeters on the left-hand wing. Gets it to Coben Zink at top.
I've seen that back screen ran by Fairfield a couple times now. And they just can't seem to get it to work, but it's right there.
Yeah, it looks like Zimmerman's had that opportunity to get that pass. They just can't find him on that.
There's that scrappiness Lyle White we talked about.
Yep. Charge possibly.
Nice. Yep.
Kendall Toney with the big charge for McClain.
Nothing changed the momentum of the game like a good charge.
You are correct there, sir. That foul will be charged to number 35, Connor Priest for Fairfield. That'll be his first, team fourth of the half.
Hate they won't let us take charges in the men's league when we play together.
Isn't that a shame?
It is.
We would foul everybody out. All right, so Saunders gets it back over to Lyle White.
There it is, nice play.
Great play. Gets hounded by a few Fairfield defenders there. That looks to be a foul on number 23, John Bentley.
Let's see if we can get these free throws to fall here now.
That'll be his second foul, team fifth of the half. Preston Saunders at the line, shooting 2. First one is up and is good. Seems like one of the rare makes in terms of free throws tonight for McClain.
Yeah, definitely. The foul calls are looking a little lopsided right now, but Leesburg came out and got them 3 quick ones. So
yeah,
it's been relatively still a pretty evenly called game, really.
It really has. And Saunders' second free throw is netted in. Your score 22-19. Lyle White just hounding Fairfield like he does most teams. He is that pesky little flea that will not go away.
He's that kid you got to have on the floor.
That's
Every
right.
team has one.
Again, a little bit too rambunctious there by Mr. White.
Braden Wright coming back in. He's going to give quality minutes, giving Wesley Potts a break.
And Braden does have 2 fouls, so hopefully he will stay out of foul trouble. Ball goes over to Cannon. Again, hounded by White. Good help side there by Braden Wright. Watson with the strong take to the baseline. Bentley with the putback for Fairfield. 2 points. Those will be his first 2 of the game.
Saunders still bringing the ball deep down into the paint.
He's feeling it a little bit. I know that look that Preston gets when he's feeling it, and he's wanting that action right now. All right, Lyle White will come guard Cannon closely. Great crossover.
That was nice.
Sometimes that aggressiveness can get you in trouble, as you said. And again, Fairfield chewing time off that clock, only down 1.
They heard my chicken wing comment. They know I'm ready to get up.
Only if I get some, man.
Good defense.
Good defense by Kendall. That will be a jump ball. Fairfield will retain possession, though. And this is a hard spot to take it out of bounds at. Got some sweat on the floor, it looks like. Some sweat and tears. Hopefully no blood.
COVID.
Let's hope not. All right. So, 35, Connor Priest will take it out for Fairfield. Gets it to Cannon. He will dribble up. Pull-up jumper. No good, but
the hustle out.
Just chaos ensues. There's Lyle White being pesky. That will be McClain ball off the jump.
Leesburg still, I'd say Fairfield is still out-hustling Greenfield on the offensive rebounds.
Yes, but they have done a little bit better.
They've done better.
So far
they have done better.
Since what we've seen in the first quarter. All right, so Preston Saunders will bring the ball up. Again, Fairfield looks to be in, a man-to-man of some sort. All right, that looks to be a foul on Preston Saunders, offensive. That'll be his second personal, team third of the half. And he will come out, Isaac Carroll replacing him.
Nice to see Isaac Carroll getting some minutes out here today.
He's one of those guys you will always see in the gym shooting.
Oh, man, he's
doing what he needs
out.
to do. Great, great kid. Young man, I should say. Great pass there by Bentley to Zink. Coben Zink. Nice 2-point layup from the nice pass from Bentley. White will bring it up. Looks for Badgley in the corner. Swing pass to Carroll.
Here's that triangle offense we was talking about earlier.
That's right. Carroll gets it back up to Cam Clausen. Clausen will look at a 2-guard set here. He sees an opening, drives it hard. No good. Bentley with the rebound. Clausen there with the jump. But that will go back to Fairfield. We've seen 3 jump balls in the last few minutes.
Nice awareness by Clausen right there.
Like we mentioned with Braden Wright being a heady player, Cam Clausen is definitely a heady player as well. And it looks like Wesley Potts will come in for Bryson Badgley.
You got to enjoy watching Braden Wright. He really zero emotion on the kid, but he will do everything right for you.
He will.
He doesn't make mistakes. He doesn't. I mean, he's in the right place at the right time.
Yep.
Very coachable kid.
Probably one of the few generational coachable kids out there.
Yes, very true.
All right, so Fairfield again probing. Lyle White off the deflection from Cam Clausen. Lyle will bring it up, see some numbers.
Nice look.
Good pass to Wesley Potts. Just can't quite handle it. But McClain will retain possession.
I seen Wesley eat popcorn before the game. I bet that's what it was.
Butterfingers, right?
Butter.
Yeah. I'm sure he would appreciate that. All right, so Isaac Carroll will take it out of bounds here, gets it to Clausen in the corner. Nice little quick feet by Clausen, little okey-doke action. And ball off Bentley for Fairfield. McClain retains possession. Carroll having a little bit of trouble finding someone open here. Gets it to Clausen eventually, though. Ball back to Carroll on the wing. Braden Wright up top. Tigers looked a little confused there for a second on offense. Lyle will get it to Wesley Potts. Cam Clausen's going to come and reset the offense here.
I'll say the offense was getting a little nowhere right there.
Sometimes you just need a little reset. Little UCLA action there. He gave Wright a look. Back cut is not there. Carroll's three is up, no good. Rebound Bentley. Quick pass up to Zink on the right-hand sideline. 5 seconds left to go here in the third. Coben Zink's three is up, just off the rim. And that is your third quarter. That basket will not count. Your score at the end of 3 quarters. Leesburg Fairfield 23, Greenfield McClain 22. Neil, what have you seen from both teams since the opening of the second half?
Man, Nate, not much of anything, really. It's been, Leesburg's kind of.
They're just holding it.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, holding it and getting a lot of offensive rebounds, as you mentioned.
If I took anything away from that third quarter right there, it was just the intensity Lyle White brought to the court.
Yeah.
I don't think Greenfield's even hit a 3-ball yet this game, have they?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I don't think they have.
That is a great question.
I know that's not their bread and butter, but I think that's a lot of where their points come from during some of these games, and I haven't seen. It is nice seeing. I haven't got to see a lot of games this year, but seeing Camden Clausen attack the basket, that's been good to see. I know last year he was one to really facilitate the ball and not really try to look to score. It looks like he's kind of got out of that side of his game. He's actually attacking the basket a little bit.
Yeah, you're definitely right there. Cam is an extremely hard worker. He's buffed up a little bit since last year.
I've seen him in a gym. I've seen him in a gym a couple times. He's in there lifting. His dad's in there just twiddling his thumbs, playing Monopoly on his phone.
And that is, of course, Randy Clausen, our assistant principal. Good thing Neil doesn't work for the school. All right, so Bryson Badgley will come back in for the game. Bryson's had a little bit of a quiet game so far, only 4 points on the night. Not really in foul trouble, so hopefully he'll get the hot hand here in the fourth quarter.
Big quarter right here.
That's right. That is usually his quarter. So McClain will bring the ball up the court here to start the fourth quarter. Camden sets up the offense. Looks at that elbow. Nothing going.
Fairfield back in that 2-3
gets it. Back cut. Handoff no go there. Badgley with the pull up, and it is good. Maybe he heard me from up here.
He must have.
All right, so Zimmerman for Fairfield trying to set up an offense, guarded closely by Clausen. A little too aggressive there by Bryson Badgley. He will pick up his first personal foul of the evening. Team fourth for the half. Foul situation. No one's really in foul trouble. We have a couple people with 2, but really nothing after that. So that's pretty good going into the fourth quarter. No one with 3 fouls. Bentley will have it in the corner, guarded closely by Badgley. Defensive intensity for McClain has picked up a little bit.
Greenfield's been playing that man defense really well tonight.
They have been pressuring the ball pretty well all season, and they are starting to get back to what their bread and butter is on defense pretty well here. Great defense there by Wesley Potts, just keeping him in front of him. And that will be a travel on Teeters from Fairfield. Ball will go to McClain. Your score a minute into the fourth, 24-23. McClain with the lead. Saunders will bring it up. A little fancy dribbling action.
Screen, a little bit too much dribbling.
A little too fancy there. Teeters with the steal.
Good hustle.
Great hustle there by the Tigers. They do have numbers here. Badgley will come in. And just going a little bit too quick right now.
I've seen that a lot tonight. Just these Tigers have been putting their heads down and just kind of going and not forcing a little bit too much.
Maybe they're seeing something we're not. If they just settle down a little bit, I think they can get it picked up. And that will be a 5-second call. Great defense by Kendall Toney. And Kendall Toney's considered a big man on the roster.
Yeah, Grossberg. I haven't seen Kendall in a while. He
has shot up. And we've mentioned that more than once here. Timeout looked like it will go to Fairfield. Be a 30-second timeout. Neil, man, we're in a third close match for the boys. Freshmen and reserve, both very tight games. And looks like we're going into another one here in the fourth with the varsity.
I'm interested to see how Fairfield comes out with the depth of their bench and how Greenfield has been up in them majority of just the start of this first 2 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Yeah. It'll be interesting.
They're showing some signs of fatigue, making some mental errors. Like right there in that 5-second call, if they just would have set up. They haven't really set up an offense much at all other than that little passing the ball around, like I said, Brandon Streitenberger offense that they were running. But like situations like that, I think they need to settle up, set an offense so the point guard isn't just dribbling with his head cut off.
And Fairfield, the boys for Fairfield do come in with a pretty good record, 4-1 overall, 3-1 in their respective league. That is via Southern Ohio Sports Authority.
Like I mentioned earlier, Nate, I mean, both these teams have a lot of juniors playing, not many seniors.
Right.
And, I mean, this could be a good matchup this time next year as well.
Lyle White's three no good from the corner. Rebound teeters. Cannon will be picked up closely by White. White, of course, probably looking for a little redemption here. They're going to come close to another 5-second call, and they do.
Yeah, another one.
Lyle White fires up the defense. Turnover, Fairfield.
I think at some point you're going to have to set up an offense on the Fairfield's end.
Yeah, if part of ball pressure, and you know this, Neil, being a basketball player, part of ball pressure is you got to have guys that are in the passing lanes on the wings too, not making it easy for that with that guy with the ball to pass it to anybody. So, McClain, great ball pressure, but they're also getting out on the wings and defending.
Yes. Not a whole lot of, ball screens or anything being ran by Fairfield either.
Sure. Saunders in a little bit dangerous of position here in the corner. Kind of throws up a desperation too there. Great hustle by Badgley. That's what you got to have from your
by Leesburg. Just
that's
good all
what you
around.
got to have from your best player. But that will be a foul on McClain, it looks like. Number 42, Wesley Potts with the foul. That'll be his first personal, team fifth for the half.
Wesley Potts, another quiet one out there, just going to do everything right for you.
Yep. It's definitely nice when you have those heady players on your team, and you have a lot of talented guys like Preston Saunders and Bryson Badgley, and that talent and that headiness typically will turn out pretty well for you. And the deflection by White. Ball will go to Fairfield. Ball goes into Bentley. He will get it to Connor Priest. He will dribble around. Again, great ball pressure by Kendall Toney. Ball back to Priest. Reese Teeters will get a look in the corner. Passes up on it. Ball swung over to Bentley. Ball swung back to Priest again.
Fairfield's finally getting something going now.
Yeah, they look like they have some movement. Cannon with the good take, but rejected by Badgley.
Dikembe say no.
Dikembe Mutombode. All right, so Fairfield will retain possession here, out of bounds. Again, great job by the Tigers, making it tough on the Lions right now. Teeters on the left-hand wing. He will dribble up top. Clausen in his grill. He'll get the ball to Watson. Watson looking down low. He had Bentley there for a second.
There's that back screen play they've been trying to run.
That's right. And it's been there numerous times. Badgley with a good rebound. Foul will go to Fairfield. Looks like that foul will be charged to number 45, Zane Taylor, for Fairfield. McClain ball. It'll be important to watch the foul situation as well as the timeout situation here in the closing minutes.
So I was just about to say, it's still a pretty evenly called game, really.
Yeah, it really is. I've been really impressed with the refs so far.
Big
And
bucket by
Camden
Clausen.
Clausen with the big and one opportunity. He nets 2. He'll go to the line for 1. That foul will be charged to Reese Teeters. That will be his second personal. Again, no one on either team in really that big of foul trouble. Clausen will go to the line for 1, shoots it. No good.
Nobody in double digits on points either. Good
That's right.
team ball going on today.
And great offensive board by Potts. Gets it back to Clausen. Nets another 2.
Leesburg pushing it fast.
Bentley with the athletic-looking play. That will be a foul on Badgley, it looks like.
Picked up his second, I believe. Yep.
That will be his second, correct.
Third personal.
That'll be his third, okay. All right, Bentley's first attempt is no good. He will go to the line for his second. His second is good, though. John Bentley with the point. Clausen will bring it back up for the Tigers. Elbows are looking pretty soft right now. Fairfield really not coming out and guarding those. That's good for McClain. Kendall's shot, no good. Ball brought up quickly by Zimmerman. Ooh. That will be a foul, looks like on Lyle White for McClain. That is his third foul. Now we're starting to see some foul situations arise.
Yeah, I feel like that was a little bit of a lazy get back on Tigers right there. That's seeing a lot of walking up down the court right there. Leesburg took advantage of it.
Zimmerman nets his first attempt. Both teams are in the
I'm trying
bonus.
like crazy to say Fairfield, but man, I just can't get Leesburg out.
I know, it's tough. It's tough. Zimmerman nets his second one. That will give him 4 points on the evening. Your score, 28-26, with less than 4 minutes left to go in action. I am the same way, Neil. It's always been Leesburg to me.
Yep.
I'm trying my best calling it Fairfield. All right, there's some little UCLA action. That will be a foul on, what's the B, Watson?
35?
Or no, Connor Priest, sorry. That will be his second personal. That will give team foul number 8 to Fairfield. Bryson Badgley to shoot 1 and 1. First one goes in. He makes it when he needs to. That will give him 7 points on the evening. He is McClain's leading scorer. He will go for his second attempt. It is up, and it is good. Again, that's another football term. It is up, it is good. Sorry, guys, I watched the OSU game. All right, ball goes to Bentley on the left-hand side. He's looking inside. He wants to give it up. Dangerous spot on the court. And there's Lyle and Badgley. They're running the court. And ooh, ref took a tumble. Cheerleaders, everyone helping him up.
Lyle's taking everybody out.
Jeez, knocking down Fairfield players, knocking down the referee.
Told you the kid has no shut off. I used to try to make him run as many miles as I could at practice. Still couldn't wear him out.
Good luck. Good luck. All right, so Fairfield will bring it back up here. Ball goes to Watson on the wing, gets it back up to Priest, swings it to Zimmerman. Nothing easy, but Cannon's going to come and shoot it. No good on the 3 attempt. Rebound Badgley. Again, still a pretty close game. Kendall Toney with the wide open 3. No good. I think you're right, Neil. I don't know if they've hit a 3 so far tonight.
Man, I had all kinds of cool little quotes and stuff to like slingshot engaged, boom goes the dynamite, all those things, and I can't even use them.
Oh, man. Well, maybe. We still got a couple minutes left. Boom shakalaka for Stuart Scott.
Exactly.
All right, so Zimmerman swings it to Bentley. Bentley's 3 attempt, no good. Rebound Toney. And a timeout will be given to McClain.
Like Kendall's got a little hitch in his giddy up after that rebound.
Yeah, might have landed a little awkwardly. And this looks like it will be a full 60-second timeout. Neil, we got about 2 minutes and 26 seconds left, a 4-point game. What do you expect to see from both teams here in the last couple minutes, Fairfield and Greenfield?
Well, I hope to keep seeing the defensive pressure put on by Greenfield. What I don't want to see is Leesburg kind of putting their head down and just forcing stuff. I'd like to see them come out and try to run an offense. And I mean, as much as I'm cheering for McClain, I also want to see a good game too. So hopefully it all works out. Yeah,
we want to see a good game from our neighbors here in Highland County for sure. So again, your score: McClain 30, Fairfield 26. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in regulation so far tonight.
I tell you what, Nate, I'm ready to get Chris Starkey back out there. That headband, and it's got that Cobra Kai vibe to me, and I'm just ready to see him go out there and attack somebody. I love the kid.
It's true. As a coach, you always have a special place in your heart for your former players. So.
Oh, man, it's so great seeing all these kids out here playing. It really is. It takes me back. I remember, the heck, felt like yesterday, and it was forever ago.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't have the luxury. Camden Clausen, he didn't play in 7th grade when I coached, and that was about the only kid I didn't have. Always wanted him. I really wanted him to play, and he didn't play that year.
Well, he's definitely playing now, and hopefully he's going to help lead the Tigers to a victory tonight. And hopefully he'll start on this possession. So Tigers will have it. Camden Clausen brings it up. A little bit of pressure from Zimmerman here. Makes Clausen think a little bit about it. Looks to be a little matchup. Got 2 guys guarding 1 here. Tigers take advantage of it. Badgley takes it hard to the basket and is fouled by number 35, Connor Priest for Fairfield. That will be his 3rd personal.
One thing I'm noticing from this varsity Tiger team compared to that JV Tiger team is they're not telegraphing their passes as much. Hopefully that JV squad's watching this, because they're toward the end of the game. I know JV came out on top, but, man, they were literally looking right where they were throwing, and Leesburg was picking it off every time.
Yeah, and that just comes with experience, as you know, and hopefully they'll be watching closely and picking up on these little pointers that some of these varsity guys are doing. So Badgley's 2nd attempt is no good, unlike his first, but right there with the good rebound. 2 minutes left to go in your game, ladies and gentlemen. Tigers up 5 on the Lions. Lions starting to exert a little bit of pressure here. Some traps.
Nice ball.
Oh, great pass by Tony. Great finish by Wright.
Good recovery by Braden Wright. I was about to say that's why he's quarterback, but then he helped it.
That's right. He's usually doing the throw and not the catching, right? But he throws that one into the basket for 2, gives the Tigers a 7-point lead.
That,
you like that? A little transition there.
Man.
Thinking about changing careers.
I would.
I wouldn't. I better stick to my day job.
You're too pretty to be behind the scenes. You need to be on camera.
Stop. All right, so change of subject here. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter what happens here, stick around post-game. We are going to be doing a little interview with Coach Joby Stewart. We'll get you caught up on some of the other sports here at McClain. We did, of course, see the McClain girls suffer their first loss of the season today to the Fairfield Lady Lions. Tough game, but I know that our girls will learn from it. And we'll also get you caught up on some other sports, as well as, maybe just some standings in the Frontier Athletic Conference and some of the area schools as well, since we're kind of nearing that midway point of the season here.
I'll tell you what, Nate, one thing I've noticed in this since we got a second here is those senior banners up on the wall right now.
Yeah.
They have really came a long way. Those things are pretty sweet. I
remember,
like, my senior year was a cardboard circle with a cutout picture. Got the chains. That makes me want to go get a picture and put it.
I think my mom still has mine.
Oh, mine's probably in an attic somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, I used to love those things.
Yeah, whoever done those, they've done a great job on it.
Definitely. All right, so Fairfield will have possession here, 1.5 minutes left. McClain putting some pressure on. Bentley's shot, short corner, is rims out. That will be off of Badgley. Fairfield retains possession here. 1:30 left in your game, folks.
Leesburg's getting some shots off. They're just not having any luck.
Yep.
Oh.
we have seen some missed opportunities from both teams so far tonight. Zimmerman's three is up and is good.
Foot in mouth, Neil. Foot in mouth.
Well, that was a three, Neil. What's your bazinga that you're going to give to the people?
Open mouth, insert foot on that one because I just said they haven't been able to get one this ball.
All right, that was a good shot by Braden Zimmerman. That gives him 7 points on the evening. And the the Fairfield Lions, they're just not going away. 4-point deficit here. A little bit less than a minute and a half left to go in the game. What do you expect Fairfield to do here defensively?
Well, I'm kind of interested. We haven't seen much full court press tonight. I'm kind of interested to see if now, crunch time, end of the game, it's usually what happens. So let's see what happens here. See if they come out. Looks like they're going to set up in it. So
definitely. We'll see how the Tigers respond to any pressure that the Lions might put on them. And they will take the ball out of bounds. Looks like Clausen will have the baseline to run, which is always nice for the inbounder. We'll see if Badgley or Wright takes off. Nope. Lyle White will come. A little diamond pressure, it looks like, from Leesburg. A little skip pass. They're going to have to keep it in the middle if they want to break it, and they do.
Didn't have too much trouble with that one.
Pretty good game plan coming out of the timeout there by the Tigers.
Nice dish by.
Oh, that's something you don't see every day, folks.
Hold on, Nate. I'll be right back. I got to get. Oh, never mind. I was going to have to go jump up there.
You thought you were the only one in the gym that could do that?
I thought I was. That was a nice dish by.
You're not so young anymore, man. I know. I said it. All right, so Zimmerman will take the ball back up. Kind of a maybe could have went either way there on the foul, but Clausen will pick up a foul. And that will be his first personal. Team 8th of the half. Both teams, of course, in the single bonus. So Zimmerman going to the line for 1 and 1. He will net his first one. Tigers got to be careful. Being up a couple points now, you got to be careful about giving those fouls away like we just saw. Zimmerman's second shot is no good. Ball to Tony. Picks it up in a tricky spot, but gets it over to Clausen. Clausen does a good job getting it out.
Forced.
Good thought there by White. Maybe just a little bit too late, but lucky Badgley's there. Kind of sloppy right now. And
good hustle by both teams.
Great,
there.
Great hustle. Got to give it to both teams there.
Still don't have
Again,
a call
good job by the refs. I feel like they've done a fantastic job tonight.
Jared Haynes has to comment with a text, says Neil Decker can't touch the net because I'm not 6'8" like he is. He still remembers the one time I blocked him. Don't let him fool you.
You heard it right here.
You heard it here first.
That's right.
Neil Decker blocked Jared Haynes. And that goes to all the Leesburg people watching in right now too. I mean, he's a Leesburg grad.
That is true.
So I'm sure I'm sure he didn't tell anybody over in Leesburg that
he's definitely got the Leesburg roots. All right, so less than a minute left to go in the game. It's still a tight one, folks. 33-30. McClain up only by 3. They will bring the ball out of bounds after this timeout. Neil, what do you expect to see, man?
Got nothing, Nate. Got nothing.
I thought you were going to be like my Tony Romo. Tell me what to expect.
Tony Romo, that guy is insane.
You got to think that McClain will probably just try to simply get the ball inbounds, get it back up to the top of the key as soon as they can, and expecting a Fairfield foul. I would expect Fairfield to try to maybe get a quick double team, see what they can get out of that before they foul, though.
What Greenfield does have to do is hit the free throws.
That is true, and that is something that they have struggled with a little bit so far tonight. Clausen will bring the ball out of bounds for McClain. This is a very tricky spot to take it out at. Weird angle. Having a little bit of trouble. Oh, great pass to Badgley. And that puts Bryson Badgley in double digits for the evening, 11 points on the night.
That shows basketball IQ Bryson Badgley has right there to get open like that.
But that will be a foul on Bryson.
As soon as I talk about his basketball IQ, he gets a foul like that.
That will be Bryson Badgley's 4th personal foul. And looks like Coach Joby Stewart will take a timeout for McClain. That will be a full timeout. And timeout situation, I wish I was smart enough to keep track of timeouts, Neil, but that might be something to keep an eye out for. Looks like the Tigers still have 2 timeouts. So less than 40 seconds left to go. Both coaches on the sideline giving their players final instructions here as we go into the closing seconds of regulation.
Not very low scoring game, but fourth quarter, almost the end of the game. Hasn't been a real enthusiastic game, I guess, if you will. The defensive side for Greenfield has been really well, and the ability to control the ball on Fairfield's side.
And that is something, Fairfield, if there was a time of possession metric that we were keeping track of, Fairfield would definitely win that metric
Absolutely.
for the night. They have done, even though at times it's been a little bit sloppy, a little bit hard to notice what they've been running, Fairfield has done a pretty good job of holding the ball, and I don't know if that was their strategy. But
that first half they've done really well. The second half I've noticed they've picked it up a little bit, gotten a little sloppier, but still very much in this game.
Yes, they are. Big shots for John Bentley here. First attempt up and good. John Bentley nets his first free throw attempt. That gives him 4 on the night. This second one will be huge for Fairfield. His second up and good. Makes it a 3-point game. Pressure by Leesburg. Quick double, but that will be a foul on Bentley.
In the double bonus yet? Nope, still single.
They will be in the double bonus.
Double bonus now.
They are now in the double bonus. So McClain will go to the line. Kendall Toney, for McClain will go to the line, shooting 2.
Speaking of Jared Haynes earlier, I got to give a shout out to a couple little girls, Kerrigan and Quinn Anderson, future basketball players here at Greenfield McClain, and their mom, Frankie Wise.
There you go. Got to get your shout outs while you can.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. I know Kendall's going to hit these free throws, so no need to talk about that.
Kendall's second
clutch performance
is no good there.
Potts
rebound
coming
Potts.
In. Right place,
Man,
right
these
time.
Potts boys just know how to offensive
do.
rebound. Okay, your score, 36-32. Okay, Connor Priest with his 4th foul of the evening. Tony shot up and good. That gives him 6 on the evening. None bigger than this shot right here, though. This would give a good cushion for McClain. Tony second, up and good.
Play smart ball right here on Greenfield's side.
No fouls. Teeters puts up a 3.
Nice
no
shot
good.
fake by Teeters right there to get that open shot. Just kind of forced it a little bit.
Oh, great play by Lyle White, just getting it out. Goes to Clausen.
Smart play on Camden Clausen's part by pulling it out, not trying to force it.
And that will be a foul on John Bentley. That will be his 4th. All right, so Camden Clausen shooting 2. His first is up and good. Second shot. This would give them a nice, comfortable 8-point lead going into the closing seconds of the game. And he does, clutch. And steal by Tony. He'll take it in. Foul on the floor, though. That will be on Fairfield's John Bentley. That should be his 5th foul, and it looks like he will be sent out of the game. John Bentley closes the night with 5 points and 5 fouls on the evening.
Even if this game ends up coming to be a 10 or 12-point spread on Tiger win, it's been a very close game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a good fought-out battle.
Yeah, you definitely have to give credit to Fairfield, for the better part of the first half.
They definitely
they controlled the game.
Yes.
Kendall Toney's second shot is up and good. That will give him 9 on the night. Shot up by Teeters, no good. Rebound to look like Priest. Yep. And that will finish your game tonight. McClain with the big win. Your final score, McClain 42, Leesburg Fairfield 34. And the athletes, of course, give each other a thumbs up, a good game from afar. And we'll go silent here for a few seconds while our boys and the somewhat of a student section we have will go ahead and do the alma mater. All right, so that was a little bit of a cappella action by our student athletes and small student section singing the McClain alma mater as they always do after every game. A fairly new tradition here at McClain.
Very cool tradition.
Yeah, it's a very cool tradition, and we're just glad to see the students embrace it and love it as much as they do. Again, your final score, McClain 42, Leesburg Fairfield 34. Neil, what were your final thoughts on the game? Maybe who were some prime time players, you know, not just, we're not talking points or anything like that, but just who were some players on both sides that just kind of stuck out to you and you were impressed with?
I tell you what, I have a soft spot in my heart for the workhorses. You got, like I said, Braden Wright and Wesley Potts down there doing the dirty work down low. Wesley Potts had some very big rebounds. And then, you know, the show pony himself, Lyle White, I mean, he had, what, 2 points tonight, but that doesn't show what he done on the defensive end. I mean, when you have a team that scores 35 points on you, you got to look at it as a defensive shutdown. Don't really look at too many people that are scoring the points for you. You look at more of the people that were involved on the defensive end. And Lyle White was definitely one today, as per usual. I mean, I feel like his name's probably said a lot on the defensive end. But I think just some guys that were down low working hard, getting some rebounds. The first half, obviously Leesburg came out on top and was really working hard. I don't know a whole lot of the kids' names from Leesburg. He was doing most of that. But, on the offensive boards, that first half, they were really killing it. Greenfield really struggled. I think we came out the second half with a little bit more intensity. Like I said, those three guys that I mentioned came out and worked hard. Kendall Toney really came out at the end there and played some good defense, hit some clutch free throws to really seal the game.
Yes, he did.
Bryson, he came out, played hard. I think, I mean, it was a good team win. Like I said, there wasn't anybody that really had there wasn't a lopsided guy that scored 20 points or 30 points or anything like that. It was all pretty well rounded. We didn't have any double-digit scorers till the end of the game, and that's always a good thing to see, a good team win. Yeah, definitely, and that's something we've seen a lot with the girls program this year as well. You know, we've seen girls like Bree Weller net a lot of points, but you know, there's always, it seems like, 4 or 5 other girls that are, you know, 7, 8, 9 points, and that's kind of what we saw with the boys' end of things today. Your leading scorers for McClain: Bryson Badgley with 11, Kendall Toney with 9, and Cam Clausen with 8. If I had to pick a primetime performer, I guess, if you will, it'd be Cam Clausen for McClain. Agreed. Again, like you said, it's not always how many points you're going to score or how flashy you're going to be, but it's just the way that you carry yourself and get your teammates to carry themselves. And Cam just did a great job. Whenever he was pressured, he shook the defender off, gave his team a few extra seconds to reset and get their wits about them.
That's what every good floor general does.
That's what I was about to say. It was a good, great floor general, Cam.
So, and Cam has missed a game or two, I believe, and coming back off that, that's big for him. So, great job to Cam. Bryson Badgley, every night we could say great job to that guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have too many weak spots in his game. We saw him struggle from the free throw line a little bit tonight. But just, post moves, getting it to the hoop, three-pointers to a way lesser extent tonight, but in a lot of cases, his shooting ability is just awesome. So, big shout-out to Bryson Badgley yet again tonight for his performance as well, and Kendall Toney as well, too. On the Leesburg side of things, your top scorers are Braden Zimmerman with 8, John Bentley with 5, and Reese Teeters with 5. I believe Connor Priest also netted 5 for the Fairfield Lions as well. But as you mentioned, Neil, it's not always how many points you score, it's how many points you prevent. So well done again to the McClain Tigers for a good, solid defensive effort tonight. And good job to the Fairfield Lions as well, controlling the ball as much as they did in the first half. We have to give props to both teams. Both teams did a great job at keeping that score super low tonight.
Like you've been saying all night, it's been a weird game, but, it was a good team game on both sides for sure.
Yeah.
I love seeing that. In today's game, there's not a whole lot of that anymore, and it's nice to see that still around sometimes.
Yes, definitely. So just kind of moving on here, your records for these two teams. McClain advances to 4 wins and 3 losses overall. They remain at 0-1 in the Frontier Athletic Conference. Of course, a few of those games have been canceled or postponed for later on. So, yet to be seen on a lot of that end. So hopefully we'll see some good things. Fairfield does not improve. My bad there. Fairfield does go to a record of 4 wins and 2 losses with a 3-1 record in the Southern Hills Athletic Conference games.
Again, those guys, they're going to be back to playing again next year because a lot of juniors were playing, so this could be another good game to watch next year.
This could be another great game. You are correct, sir. Some schedules. We always like to try to do this while we're waiting on Coach Joe B. Stewart to make his way to us for an interview. We do like to kind of tell you guys some schedule stuff for McClain Athletics, starting with boys basketball. Of course, today is January 2nd. Their next game, the boys, will be on January 5th at home versus White Oak. That game will actually not be live streamed. At least I won't be doing it. Their next action after that will be away at Washington Courthouse January 8th and away at Hillsborough on January 9th. The next time we should be bringing you action here at McClain for the live stream should be Friday, January 22nd versus Miami Trace. That could, of course, change because of weather and other things. So, we'll keep you updated on the McClain Athletic Department Facebook page on that. So we have a little bit of a gap in between live stream action, but we'll hope to get that back to you on the 22nd of January versus Miami Trace. Neil, would you like to tell the fine viewers here just some upcoming games for the girls?
Yeah, since I was giving Coach Haynes so much crap, I'll go ahead and say the girls. We got Wednesday, January 6th, Chillicothe at home. That's going to be senior night already?
That's going to be senior night.
Oh, wow.
Yep, we're trying to do it a little bit earlier in the year.
Okay, great.
Just in case. You
so
never know.
Senior night, so come definitely support. Are we going to utilize live stream that? Or
we will be live streaming the senior night game on the 6th.
Awesome,
correct.
Yes. Tune in and watch that. Support them Lady Tigers. They're having a great season. Coach Haynes has got them girls playing on all cylinders right now. So tune in January 6th, Wednesday, for the game against Chillicothe. Saturday, January 9th, we have Washington Courthouse away, I'm assuming.
Yep, away.
And then looks like it goes to Clinton Massey, an old SEOL team. I know Clinton Massey girls used to have pretty good, solid programs, so that might be a good game to watch.
Yeah, definitely.
January 11th on a Monday. And then back to league action against Jackson on January 11th or January 13th on a Wednesday. So got a couple Wednesday games coming up, a good Saturday game against Courthouse. And, again, I don't know what Clinton Massey has, but from the past they've always been pretty solid. So
yeah,
that might be a good one to good one to try to catch.
And in terms of live stream action, we will be, of course, live streaming senior night on the 6th. But we do also have another big league game coming up on January 16th. Our girls will be hosting Miami Trace, and they will duke it out. Of course, we saw some really good games between these two teams last year, so we're hoping for the same thing here.
I heard there were some eyebrows on the line for that game. You heard any rumor on that?
I have not.
I heard Charlie Roman and another individual from the Miami Trace side had kind of bet their eyebrows on it.
You know what? Now that you mentioned that, I did hear something about that. So.
I think since that's just been brought back up, hopefully that is still in play because, I mean, Charlie's blonde anyway, so you can't really see his eyebrows. But still, it'd be funny to see one of them lose their eyebrows.
Yeah,
might not a fun little barter.
All in good fun until someone loses an eyebrow.
Exactly.
That's right. So that will conclude some upcoming games for both the boys and girls basketball teams. In terms of swimming, we do want to get you some swimming action. Their next home meet, it looks like, will be this upcoming Tuesday versus New Richmond. Action will start at 5 o'clock. I know nothing about swimming other than I'm not really that good at it. But if you want to watch some really good swimmers,
great exercise.
It is great exercise. I know that. If you want to see some good swimmers, come and see them on January 5th. If you have a ticket, of course, from the athletic department, that will start at 5 o'clock. And then they will have a couple more home meets versus Courthouse on the 7th and Chillicothe on the 12th. And again, that is boys and girls swimming here. Neil, you want to talk some bowling
Let's
here?
talk bowling, Nathan. We got
Nathaniel.
We got what, January 4th, this upcoming Monday against Jackson at home. So that take place out at Alley 21 in Hillsborough, I'm assuming? Or?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
I actually heard a funny story from one of our JV bowlers today. I was actually cutting his hair, and he talked about how he got his finger stuck in the ball and threw it through the ceiling.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, so that was pretty funny to hear today. And I don't know if Blake Adams is tuning in, but I always got to give him a shout out because, I mean, he's got to be one of the best bowlers on the team, I'd have to assume.
Just knowing Blake, I think he might disagree with you.
And then, let's see, we got a game, or a match, or a meet? What do we go?
We'll call it a bowling match.
Match? Yeah, we got another match the next day, January 5th on Tuesday in Chillicothe away. I'm assuming Shawnee Lane's probably.
Correct.
And then Lynchburg has a bowling team as well. I guess they're a Highland County school, so they probably go to Alley 21 as well.
Correct, yep.
January 11th on a Monday. So, and then a big Hillsborough match, January 16th on a Saturday, 10 a.m. Ooh, getting them boys up early.
Too early for bowling.
Yes, it is.
All right, so that, of course, is your bowling action coming up. And finally, wrestling. We did see a recent home meet here, the Southern Hills Community Bank invite. We had a lot of teams come from a lot of different areas of the state, and we just want to congratulate all the wrestlers that came and wrestled here, if you will, last Monday. Some upcoming action. January 7th, a Thursday, we are at home versus Washington Courthouse, and again, Miami Trace will be visiting our wrestling team on the 14th of January. Both of those start at 6 o'clock in the evening, it looks like. So, again, those are just some upcoming schedules and upcoming pieces of action for all of you fine folks. If you can make it to any of them, or if you get tickets to them, please take advantage of that and support our McClain athletes and mask up when you come.
I know that that Cade Rollins had a pretty good season last year and got cut short by COVID. How's the things turning out for him so far this year?
I think he just picked up his 100th win.
100th win, wow.
So, yeah.
It's like 1,000 points in basketball,
That's
pretty much what I hear the
way
equivalent
more wins
is.
that I ever had. So
it's way more minutes than I ever had on the basketball court.
Fair enough. So fair enough. No comment. So again, come out and support our McClain athletes. We have a lot of good, cool things going on here, not just in athletics, but we come to school to learn, and our kids, I know the first semester they did a great job of that. So we're going to see if we can continue that going into the second semester here. Real quick here, while we're still waiting on Coach Joe B. Stewart, but it looks like he's almost done with the radio here in just a minute. I do want to give you some standings, and these standings are via Southern Ohio Sports Authority. Really, really good really, really good website to go to if you don't know about it. Southern Ohio Sports Authority. They're the most up-to-date statisticians, if you will. Statisticians.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that.
You're better
word.
at bigger words than I am, Nate.
I'm really bad at that word, but they are the best around in keeping track of all the games and happenings of Southern Ohio sports. So, in girls basketball, McClain is still in the lead in the Frontier Athletic Conference as of now. So we want to give the girls a shout out. Let's keep it rolling, girls, and let's get that FAC League championship. So some more action here. Looks like in the Frontier Athletic Conference, Jackson currently is in the lead standings-wise in the Frontier Athletic Conference with a record of 4-0. Chillicothe has not been able to play a FAC game yet for both boys and girls basketball, but I'm assuming hopefully they will get that changed here shortly, and we can start having some fun with those guys over in Chillicothe as well. Hillsboro is 4-1, and McClain is 0-1. I'm sorry, Hillsboro is 1-1, and McClain is 0-1 in conference play as of right now. So hopefully we can improve upon that the second half of the season coming up here. So Neil, still waiting on Joe B. Real quick, OSU, Bama, who you got?
Going to put me on the spot. I mean, I'm an SEC guy, but I'm going to go with Ohio State. I'm going to go with Ohio State. I think they played, as long as they come out and play like they did yesterday. Fields stepped up and was he showed his pride and his true colors yesterday. Coming back from a hit like that, you got to give mad respect to all of them. I mean, receiver-wise, I'm a receiver guy, and they are loaded. Like Kyler Kelly always says at the barbershop, Brian Hartline is one of the best recruiters in the nation when it comes to wide receivers. So they are loaded.
Disagree with that.
They are loaded there. Man, I'm going to go with the bandwagon. I'm going to stay with Ohio State. I think they got it.
That's smart because there's a lot of Ohio State fans around.
There is a lot of Ohio State, and I'm not a Bama guy.
You're good at self-preservation, man.
I'm not an Nick Saban guy. I'm not an Alabama guy, but yeah, I had fun watching Clemson game last night. I enjoy Ohio State football. Just because I'm not a fan don't mean I don't enjoy it. I'm a football guy. I love watching.
So, Neil, you're probably really accustomed to this idea. What's it like to be an underdog? How does that fuel you? How does that fuel you?
I've always been a fan of the underdogs, Nate. Been an underdog my whole life.
But really, though, like Ohio State was the underdog.
I honestly going into
what is the psychology behind it?
I think honestly going into the Clemson game and going into the Alabama game, they have nothing to lose. I mean, everybody's counting them out already. I mean, I think if you put it on pen and paper, 9 out of 10 people is going to take Bama for the win.
Sure.
So, I mean, Ohio State can come in with no worries, just play the game that they know how to play. And that's the best part about being an underdog. You have nothing to lose, and you just leave it all out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing behind it other than just coming out and playing, doing what you know how to do.
Yeah, definitely. It was a fun game for me to watch. I don't think I've gotten that jacked up over a football game since Ohio State beat Alabama a few years ago in the college football playoff. My hands were sweating. My wife always laughs at me during those games, but you get so nervous and you want Ohio State to do so well and just be Ohio State and win, you get a little nervous during that. So I'm glad they pulled out the win last night.
I tell you what, I don't know who Ohio State's backup is, but I guarantee he was a nervous wreck and sweating like crazy too when Fields went out for that play.
Right.
He quickly came back, though, luckily for him.
That's right. Backup quarterback can be simultaneously the best job and the worst job on a football team.
In the NFL, yeah. If you're in the NFL, that's a great job.
Yeah. Getting paid to basically
hang out.
Sit on your butt, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like too bad of a gig. So, again, we just want to thank all of you guys for joining us here tonight in the action. Joe B looks like he's almost done. I said that a couple minutes ago.
I think Dusty Barrett's over there singing. I don't think Joe B's.
I know.
I don't think Joe B's talking. I think Dusty's singing.
Yeah, Dusty has that effect on people.
I know he does. I'm kind of jealous if he is because I can't hear it.
The voice of an angel, if you will.
Voice of an angel, and
so. But again, guys, just in case you missed it, as we're waiting on Coach here, your final score for tonight's action: McClain 42, Leesburg Fairfield 34. So, Neil, real quick, We got 10 seconds before he makes it over here. Shout-outs.
Shout-outs. Everybody, go to Super Sport Barbershop, Washington Courthouse.
Oh.
We are getting ready to offer a bunch of new services the first of the year. Check us out.
All right,
Come
Super
see us.
Sport
Book online.
Courthouse. Thank you.
Thanks for having me, Nate. I appreciate it. Had fun.
No problem, man. Good to see you, Neil.
Good seeing you.
What's up, Coach?
All right, so Coach Joby Stewart is finally here, and we're going to ask him just a few questions and get his thoughts on several things during the game. So
that was the sauerkraut.
Actually, I didn't have any.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
I know I asked you that question last time we were together. I haven't had any yet, but I know my mom, Mama Bear, as I call her, she's saving me some, so
okay.
I will get it ASAP.
I know that Travis O'Connor and Andrea, his wife, would be telling you that you guys need to be hooked up with my wife's recipe of the Polish Reuben casserole. It is absolutely fantastic, and even people who don't like sauerkraut love that. So, anyway, now on to other endeavors.
Well, I'm just saying you'll have to save me some of that for later. Okay, I'm holding you to that. Coach, what are some of your initial thoughts? Coming off this game. I'll tell you some of mine, but let's hear it from you first.
Well, I love living in Southern Ohio, and you saw one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
You saw two programs here kind of built on good old blue collar defense, and so the winner was. This was just one where the winner, frankly, was going to be the one that outlasted the other one.
Yep.
Leesburg really got a super effort on the offensive board in the first half.
Yes, they did.
They out-rebounded us 18-8, and that fact did not escape us and our team at halftime. And
I'm sure your players definitely heard about it.
Well, I spoke in a voice that they didn't have a problem hearing, and
sure.
But 8-18, unacceptable. And we talked about Miami Trace, that effort. Defensively, and that effort on the board being what we were going to set as our baseline for the rest of the year, and obviously, to Leesburg's credit, those guys really hit the board.
Yes,
they doubled us on that aspect, but to our credit, come the second half, our guys turned that around, forced 18 turnovers, 4 of them 5-second counts, and so that end of the floor, we're really pleased. That end of the floor got us a victory, along with really, really good, timely free throw shooting, obviously. And
definitely.
So we'll take this one on the holiday and feel good about it, but really respect Josh and what Leesburg did tonight.
Definitely. Yeah, you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. One thing I was going to mention was, your guys' defensive intensity in the second half was amazing. Leesburg in the first half, their ball possession was great. I mean, it seemed like the first half went by incredibly quick because they were just holding the ball, and they did a good job of that. But you guys stepped up the ball pressure in the second half and really just flustered them. I do have to say, I've told Neil this, I think you guys have done a great job of ball pressure all season. Is that something that you work on in practice a lot, or is it just natural?
Yeah, it's typically when somebody says to us, guys, how do you get your guys play defense like that? And we say every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Defense. First coaching book that I read was a booklet by Maury John from Drake University back in the 60s, as a matter of fact. And the statement was, defense daily develops defense.
Sure.
Nothing else does. Talking about it doesn't. Watching video doesn't. It's just something that has to be every day. And it's like our kids tying their shoes before they walk on the floor. Our kids, before they walk on the floor, know, believe, have been taught, drilled. Okay, and now it's a part of them.
Right.
We've just really got to guard, and tonight was a perfect example. Again, Leesburg. You've been around this game, for your lifetime, and this is one of those that typically a lot of times it's like, well, guys, this is one for them to win. This is one for us not to lose.
Sure.
And I think that's the reality of Greenfield, Leesburg, Hillsboro, Leesburg, and they really prey on that and do a good job with that. They brought an A game, and we were able to get it done against them. So we're pleased with our guys, and obviously there's some improvement to make.
Definitely, yeah, and. Something that seems to be a theme every single night by the end of the game is, we talk about guys like Bryson Badgley. He was in double digits and scoring again tonight. Kendall Toney did another fantastic job as always. Lyle White, we can talk all day about his defense, but one guy that I was really impressed with tonight, and I'm sure you would agree, is Cam Clausen.
Yep. Yeah, Camden looked like a coach's kid out there, didn't he?
Yeah,
the tighter the game became, the more that he seemed to find the ball, and it seemed to be, wherever we were trapped, he was behind it, being the near outlet, and took some fouls, walked to the free throw line, and he's somebody that, frankly, we've just kind of become accustomed. Okay, there's Cam, and he's going to make free throws. He's going to make free throws, and then he's going to do the next thing right. He's kicking himself about his foul at half court.
Right.
But other than that, he did just a whale of a job.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know, all season long, I didn't know that your sidekick here was Brad Rowland, for pity's sakes. Okay?
It is. I know the masked villain, Brad.
I mean, he's, I did not know until he piped up on our Facebook site today that, by golly, he's a part of this crack crew that you've got working with you. So
he's the brains behind the operation.
He's a good man.
That's not an exaggeration.
He's a good man.
Yeah, definitely.
His wife has taught him well.
as do they all, right? Coach, just one final question for you tonight. I talked a lot about the players tonight. Cam, Lyle, Bryson, Kendall. But another couple guys, I don't feel like they get enough press is, guys like Braden Wright and Wesley Potts, two big guys. They're just so smart and so heady, it seems like, and they just kind of know where to be and what to do. Sometimes they're not always going to execute like how you want it, but they know what to do, and that's just nice to have. What are some of your thoughts on those two guys?
Well, two of the biggest plays, and, this is not a game that gets on SportsCenter because it wasn't a big three, or it wasn't a dunk, and it wasn't a lob dunk. But this was one that, frankly, two of the biggest plays of the game were Braden Wright chasing a loose ball down here in this corner, and then finding an option. Had three guys on him, found an option there, and kept possession for us. And the other one was Wesley Potts, that end of the floor. Didn't catch it clean and dribbled the ball back out. And as a result, 10 more seconds go off the clock, and the game's ours. But it's not one of those where autograph seekers typically look for more flair. Those guys are all about the team. They're all about making the sound play, the solid play, and boy, they do that. They do that. And I'll chime in too. You realize there were 9 kids played in the first half for us, and sometimes that goes well, and sometimes it doesn't. I thought it went just fine. Chris Starkey, of course, broke his finger first week of the season, and we're just getting him back now to a place where he's comfortable in the offense, and he just. The only thing that he needs and lacks is experience, and he's starting to get some. And tonight he saw the floor a bit, and that's got to be encouraging for him. And I thought he did. I thought he did in a real competitive game. Did a real sound job. So nine guys contributed, and we made plays at the end that won it.
Yeah, I agree. They did a fantastic job again, Coach. You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
I know Neil, or actually myself, I was saying the schedule. You guys are in action when again?
Tuesday here in the Tiger Den.
And that will be against White Oak again. So, Coach, I just want to say thank you for coming up, and we'll be in action again here very shortly. Hope you guys can get some tickets and come see the Tigers come see the Tigers play this year. It's been a great year, and I'm just lucky to get to be able to watch these guys a lot.
You don't know the number of people who reach out to me and thank you guys for doing this. It's we have great radio following over here, and always have, and hopefully always will. But nothing like seeing it. And the fact that you guys, since it's not an easy thing to set up, it's an awful lot of time. I don't see your wives here, and so that's time away from home that they're
that's
making.
a good thing for them.
They're making their own sacrifices,
Yeah.
probably so. But we appreciate it, and you don't know the number of people that reach out to me and make that reference. And as hard as it is for me to be nice to Brad Rowland, I have to guess we thank him too, because we really appreciate it, and this community
definitely.
surely does. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Coach. All right, guys. So that was your action for tonight. Again, we'll come back at you live stream January 22nd, but the boys are back in action at home against White Oak on Tuesday. Guys, hope you had an excellent start to your new year. I know I did, watching the Buckeyes win. Again, I want to give a big thanks to Neil Decker for being my caller tonight, to Mr. David Weeks as the game announcer, to Mr. Brad Rowland as the ones and zeros guy, and to our two cameramen, Noah Reeves and Richie Lester. Again, guys, thank you for tuning in. We will see you again here soon. Take care, be healthy, be safe. Bye-bye.